Some 5,000 West Ham supporters have travelled north, and the man they have to thank for the trip is 19-year-old Tony Cottee, with 4 goals in 2 games against Wimbledon. He made his FA Cup debut here at Old Trafford 2 years ago. With the exception of Alan Devonshire, all his teammates have shaken off the worst of the flu virus, and Jeff Pike was past fit after a groin injury. It's West Ham's 3rd FA Cup tie in 6 days. Manchester United field the side which beat Videoton. Brian Robson plays in the reserves, but there are 2 men here with a special reason for wanting to beat West Ham. John Gidman was in the Everton side, beaten by the Hammers in the 1980 semi-final, and Frank Stapleton was in the Arsenal team, which went the same way in the final that year. Referee Trelford Mills from Barnsley. West Ham wearing white, playing from the right in the first half. And the prize here, a place in the semi-finals, which could be decided as Whiteside concedes the first free kick by who is the fresher team after a congested week for both clubs, especially for West Ham, who've got Alan Dickens on the ball now. Stewart. Nice touch by Dickens. Goddard. And a good effort too by Goddard, who's really found some form just of late. He played extremely well against Wimbledon and has come back to form after a poor patch earlier in the season. He got a hat-trick, in fact, in the 3rd round against Port Vale, and he wasn't far away there. Good turn again by Goddard. Dickens had a hand in that. Here's Pike, and Dickens again through the centre. And West Ham found a path clean through the middle of the Manchester United defence, and it was typical West Ham football, that. Goddard to Dickens, back to Pike, through to Dickens, the midfield player in the centre-forward position, but his shot was wide. Olsen flags up for offside. Here's Dickens following up again. Half away by McGrath. The drive was brilliant by Orr. Well, Neil Orr thundered a shot against the crossbar at Wimbledon on Monday night that many of us felt might have come down over the line, and he wasn't too far away from giving West Ham the lead there. Their season depends on this, West Ham, and they're certainly playing like it early on. And Dickens has been involved in their 2 best moves. John Gidman bringing down Jeff Pike. And Cottee's coming in, and Bailey had to make a save. Defence sleeping a bit. Driven low across the box, and Tony Cottee so sharp. Gary Bailey equally so. Bailey finger-tipping the ball away from Steve Walford. Here's Olsen. Whiteside hovering on the far side of the box. Albiston trying to follow up. Beautifully brought down, but Maguire in so quickly. And the West Ham fans can be heard loud and clear, and it's not surprising. They've had 2 or 3 very good moments so far. Hughes. Stapleton checked, otherwise he might possibly have made it. McAllister did. So a lively opening 20 minutes here. Maguire. Hughes is there. Good turn by Hughes. Splendid goal. Hughes scores his 17th goal of this highly successful season for him, and he shows why he's now #1 among the Manchester United strikers. A lovely turn and a sweet finish in a congested penalty area marks him out as the young player to watch, which indeed he's been this season. So Manchester United are in the lead in the 21st minute. And Hughes, the first name on the team sheet now in the striking positions here. That's one of the reasons why he's finishing. Olsen. And here's Hughes again. His all-round game has improved too. And when you look again at that goal, it goes to show the thing that Bill Nicholson used to say: you haven't got to break the back of the net when you score. If you place it like Hughes did, it's just as effective. And West Ham have got to make a substitution because Jeff Pike probably hasn't fully recovered from the groin strain which nearly kept him out anyway. He's gone off, and Paul Hilton, who was born just not far from here at Oldham and played down the road at Bury, is into the action as the substitute. Goddard, that was beautifully brought down. Paul Allen out on the right, 4 waiting in the centre here. Allen got it across, Hogg! Own goal by Hogg! Graham Hogg got the touch inadvertently. West Ham deservedly draw level. They've had enough of the game to warrant that. Beautifully brought down by Goddard in the first place. Released Allen on the right. He took on Albiston. A good crisp cross, but it ricocheted off Graham Hogg, and the Hammers are level after 36 minutes. So Manchester United lose the lead because West Ham had played some progressive football, and although there was an element of luck about the way the goal went in, they'd had good chances earlier which perhaps deserved a better reward. So their fans delighted. And now Albiston. Whiteside into Olsen. Whiteside goes for the return. And away by Walford, and the goalkeeper was coming. So Hogg will go up there now, trying to make amends. Struck in with the corner. Stewart again. Stapleton's in there with Martin. Maguire's header, and turned on, and Hamilton made a nuisance of himself. McGrath got the header goalwards, but Whiteside was the player whose touch put Manchester United back into the lead. 39 minutes gone, it's 2-1, and quite a cut match. Goals flying in here in crowded penalty areas, really adding to the excitement. Quarter-finals are sometimes tense and tight. This one is wide open. Manchester United twice in front, and the second time, Norman Whiteside, the youngest man ever to score in an FA Cup final. He puts Manchester United ahead in this sixth-round tie. They lead 2-1 at half-time. The 1 millionth spectator of the season passed through the Manchester United turnstiles today, and more rebuilding work at Old Trafford means 2,000 new seats will replace terracing in that corner with improved refreshment and toilet facilities. The cantilever effect will then be extended, making this stadium arguably the most imposing in the Canon League. It might be worth pointing out that Manchester United, who've sometimes been accused of inconsistency, are in fact unbeaten in their last 7 League and Cup games, all played without Brian Robson, who's been injured, and the man taking a tumble there early in the second half is Mark Hughes. Brush. Goodman. Oh, this is Cotti. And Dickens is through the centre. Goodman had time to recover. Here's Orr. And Cotti. West Ham taking the game to Manchester United again and looking menacing. Goddard's in there and the defender's forced to concede the corner. Well, people have said before that West Ham are a soft touch in the north. Certainly not these days. Hilton comes to the near post, but Stapleton was defending well. Jesper Olsen turns it inside to Strachan. Now Whiteside charging through the centre. Olsen down the right. And here's Whiteside. Great save, Strachan. Brilliant. Hughes wanted too long. And still the ball isn't clear. Duxbury playing the 1-2 with Hughes. What an extraordinary sequence in the West Ham penalty area. Alvin Martin was valiant there, but looking back on it, what a good save in the first place by Tom McAllister from Norman Whiteside. That save has kept West Ham in the cup. Challenged by Hogg. Martin's in there. Here's Goddard. Headed away by Mike Duxbury. From Paul Goddard. Dickens. Orr. Good cross, Cotti was there. Here's Allen. Back again to Stewart. Hughes on the chest, what a good piece of work. Oh, brilliant! Jesper Olsen, can he finish it? He's right through, and he allowed 3-1 to Manchester United because Olsen has been struggling with an injury, and I honestly think if he'd had full pace there, he would have gone on and scored. But he wasn't quick enough in the circumstances to get away, and Steve Walford valiantly caught up with him. For the second Saturday running, a thunderingly enjoyable match at Old Trafford. Walford on Hughes. Whiteside coming in, he's got a chance here, yes! Norman Whiteside gets his second and Manchester United's third in the 74th minute, and the Stretford end acknowledge that barring a complete collapse, Manchester United should be into the semi-final of the FA Cup. Graham Hogg took the free kick, and Whiteside got away from his marker, and he finished well. Well, Whiteside, the man for the big occasion. How many times have we said that? And how many times has he proved it absolutely right? Still only 19, but he appears to have given Manchester United real breathing space in this cup match. Kidman. I suppose West Ham will look back and think there was maybe a little bit of slack defending because he did get through fairly comfortably, but you have to finish them, and that Whiteside certainly did. Forward. Still West Ham won't give it up. Paul Allen in well here. What a good finish and well deserved. 6 minutes to go and little Paul Allen gives West Ham renewed hope. A smart move, got on, got away, he cut Allen in on the inside of his man, and the drive past Gary Bailey brings it back to 3-2 and reminds Manchester United that a two-goal lead is never secure, something that they found out to their cost earlier this season, and Allen says, how long to go, 5? That's exactly right. And to enjoy this exciting football, a crowd of nearly 47,000, and bear in mind it's the third big match of the week in 8 days at Old Trafford. Goddard, beaten by McGrath. Strachan. Gordon Strachan goes for goal, gets brought down, penalty! Would you believe it? Manchester United have yet another penalty kick, and Norman Whiteside surely will step forward to try and complete the hat-trick. Strachan doesn't want to know anymore. They changed the kicker, and Whiteside, not because he's on a hat-trick, but because the players agreed he should take them, has gone to get the ball. Strachan brought down as he went straight through everybody, or tried to. Absolutely no mistake. 2 minutes from the end, they found a new penalty taker, but they found a place, more importantly, in the FA Cup semi-final. Manchester United 4, West Ham 2, Tom McAllister dejected, Norman Whiteside delighted. Old Trafford is absolutely seething with excitement. They know they've seen a really tremendous match. The Stretford end is in a state of sheer celebration there. Well, that must be one of the best cup ties that we've seen at Old Trafford down the years. Sparkling entertainment, and Norman Whiteside, who makes his name whenever the occasion is enormous, has certainly responded again. A hat-trick for him. Mark Hughes was brilliant. Manchester United played with a swashbuckling style.